around the world.
In the headlines. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu swears in Dama as housing minister. Minister of Finance pledges continuity of economic reforms in Nigeria. Kwara Governor hails pupils' performance at Zimbabwe Spelling Bee. Israel Prime Minister treated for earlier stage prostate cancer from the foreign scene. Moving on to the business news, Brent crude falls below $100 in hopes of fresh Iran peace talks. Moving on to the world of entertainment news, actor Don Richard misses viral death report. As we have this on the sports, as the former Eagle striker Mikel Anelmo dies in training. Good evening and thanks for joining us for the news across the world on Diamond 887 FM, Ilorin, Kwara State, Nigeria. We'll move on to the news in details after this commercial belt. Please, we'll be right back.
Opportunity in this country, I don't lose hope. Oh my God, jackpot.
Leaving the country may not be the solution that you think it is. Don't make leaving Nigeria the only solution to your life's challenges. Japa because you want to, but stop raising it as a solution to national issues that you can work on and fix. Nigeria will always be your home, and together we can make it better.
This message is reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM, Ilorin.
Welcome back. You can listen to us via website www.diamondfm.net. Watch us live on Facebook at Diamond 887 FM. You can also download the app on Google Play Store, Diamond 887. I am Precious AFOLABI D. Now the news in detail. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has sworn in Dr. Motaka Dama as Minister of Housing and Urban Development. As the swearing-in ceremony took place today at the President's Conference Room, Presidential Villa, Abuja, Dama, a former Executive Secretary of the Petroleum Technology Development Fund, was confirmed by the Senate on Thursday. After the screening exercise, his nomination was earlier conveyed to the upper chamber in a letter read by the Senate President Gabriel Akpabio. During the screening, Adama pledged to work closely with the National Assembly to address the country's housing deficit, noting that over 100 million Nigerians lack adequate housing. The Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of Economy, Mr. Taiwo Oyedele, has reiterated his commitment to sustain reforms momentum, as this was made known in a statement issued by the Head of Information and Public Relations in the Ministry of Finance in Abuja. During the heading over the inaugurations, Oyedele commended the outgoing minister Wale for his service and contributes to the ongoing reforms efforts in the economy. He further expressed appreciation to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for the confidence response to him to serve in the capacity. Oyedele reaffirmed his readiness to work closely with the leadership and staff of the ministry to deliver concrete outcomes aligned with the government's economic priorities. The federal government has approved an increase in peculiar allowances and other welfare benefits for civil servants. Nigeria Head of Civil Service, DD Wasinjak, disclosed this today during a press briefing in Abuja. In a move expected to increase the take-home pay of the civil servants and boost the morale of the government's workforces. Wilson Jags said that the increment affect workers under the Consolidated Public Service Salary Structure (CONPSS) and the Consolidated Research and Allied Institutions Salaries Structure (CONRAISS). This was targeted as the ensuring a broad-based impact across all cadres of the civil service. According to her, the allowances have been structured to reflect across all grade levels, leading to better earnings for senior and junior officers. Kwara State Governor Abdurrahman Abdulrazak has commended 2 pupils from the state for their outstanding performance at the Spelling Bee competitions held in Harare, Zimbabwe, where they represented Nigeria and secured a silver medal. The governor conveyed his congratulatory message today in a Facebook post celebrating the achievement of Yusuf Abdurrahman Oreoluwa and Yusuf Mayam, both of Al Haim International College, Ilorin, for their academic excellence on the international stage. Abdulrazak further disclosed that the pupils' performance has earned them qualifications to represent Nigeria at the global competition scheduled to take place in China in the coming month. Describing the achievement as worthy of celebrations, the governor praised the pupils for being worthy ambassadors of the state and contributing to its growing reputations for academic excellence. The public affairs analyst Malam Jimoh Alikinla has said he is in support of the federal government request for a fresh loan, but asks that any borrowed fund should be used judiciously and in the best interest of the citizens, while emphasizing the need for transparency and accountability. Malam Alikinla disclosed this today while featuring on Diamond Breakfast Show, monitored by Grace Lawal, Faridat Adam, and Semilore Balogun. He added that borrowing is not unusual for developing nations, as such countries often relied on loans to finance major infrastructure needed for growth and the national development. He stated that many Nigerians are not opposed to government borrowing, but are worried that the loans may be mismanaged or diverted for personal gain. Alikinla further called on government officials to emulate the legacies of past Nigerians and nationalists such as Abubakar Tafawa Balewa, Obafemi Awolowo, and Nnamdi Azikiwe by demonstrating sincerity, accountability, and transparency in governance, especially in terms of managing public funds. The news across the world is reaching from Diamond 887 FM Ilorin. We go on a break now. When we return, we'll bring you foreign, business, entertainment, and sport news. Please, we'll be right back.
We've all heard about home fires taking lives and destroying all that a family owns. These tragedies are reminders for us to double-check for fire safety. Make sure your home has properly installed and working smoke alarms. Practice a fire escape plan. Never leave cooking food unattended for long. Teach children never to hide but leave if there's a fire. Switch off all electrical appliances when not in use. In cases of fire, remember, the most important thing to do is to protect lives first.
This message is reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM, Ilorin.
Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Diamond887FM. Diamond FM, shining supreme.
You're welcome back, and you're still listening to the news across the world, reaching from Diamond 887 FM, Ilorin. Now on the international scene, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has said he is in excellent physical conditions after the publications of his annual medical report reveal he had a malformationed tenor removed. As in the post of X today, Netanyahu said that during routine medical monitoring following successful surgery for an enlarged benign prostate, doctor found an early-stage malignant tumor, as he added that the treatment had removed the problem and left no trace on it. Netanyahu said he had requested to delay publications of his health records so it was not released at the height of the US and Israel war with Iran, to prevent the Tehran from spreading even more false propaganda against Israel. Ghana has summoned South Africa's top envoy to the country over reported act of intimidation and harassment against the citizens and other African migrations in the South African nation. Earlier this week, video clips were shared online showing vigilante groups attacking and confronting people by believed were in the South Africans illegally. In one of them, as they challenged the Ghanaian man over his status. Xenophobia has long been an issue in South Africa and has been accompanied by occasional outbursts of deadly violence. Ghanaian officials had met the man in the video to offer him support and also urged citizens living abroad to continue being law-abiding, as the West African nation's foreign affairs minister said it has also met South Africa's acting high commissioner to Ghana, Thando Dalamba. And now moving on to the business news.
Diamond FM Business News.
On business news today, oil price fell today after it appeared a second round of Middle East talks, which was back to the bolstering prospect for an end to a war that has crippled energy shipment from the Gulf. Oil price has been climbing earlier as investors worries about the lack of progress in handling the Middle East crisis, with Tehran keeping the Strait of Hormuz close to the U.S. maintaining the blockade of Iran's port. The price drops today on reports Iran Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi was to arrive in Istanbul on Friday night. Ben Bruce, the international benchmark contract, fell back below $100 a barrel, and the Pakistan's capital has been gearing up for an anticipated second round of the talk between the United States and Iran, but it was not clear whether Araghchi and the delegations accompanying him will meet any U.S. officials. Now moving on to the entertainment news.
Diamond FM Entertainment News.
On entertaining news today, veteran Nigerian actor Don Richard has debunked viral reports about his death. The actor was reported to have died on Thursday, April 23, 2026, after a long battle with kidney failure. Reacting to the post on his Instagram page, Don Richard dismissed the viral report, stating that he is ill and hearty. He said there's nothing wrong with him. He appreciates his fans for the love and concern. It could be recalled that the actor solicited financial help in July 2025 after selling his house and cars over the battle with the kidney disease. And now moving on to the world of sports.
Diamond FM Sports News.
And sports news today. Former Super Eagles striker Mikel Anenarmo has disclosed confirmed that Anenarmo slumped and died while training in Kaduna on Friday morning. The 40-year-old was capped 10 times by Nigeria and scored 3 goals. Anenarmo played the Nigeria Premier Football League and PFL side Lobby Stars before moving abroad to join Tunisian's giant Sportivo de Tunis. He spent majority of his career in Turkey playing for clubs like Selvaspor, Beşiktaş, Karabaspor, Istanbul, Başakşehir and Manasspor. Mikel Arteta insists the splintering Arsenal still believe they can win the Premier League title despite surrounding first place to Manchester City. Arteta's side were knocked off to pole positions by the City 1-0 win at the Burnley on Wednesday. The Gunners level on point with the City, but behind them and the goal scored can reclaim top spot by avoiding defeat against the Newcastle at the Emirates Stadium on Saturday. Less than 2 weeks ago, Arsenal were firm favourites to win the title of the first time since 2004 after building a 9-point lead over the City. Yet Arteta is adamant Arsenal have not lost heart and expect them to bounce back from the last Saturday's 2-1 loss at the City and when they host the Newcastle this week. And with that, we have come to the end of the news across the world. But before we go, here is the recap of the major highlights. President Tinubu swears in Dama as Housing Minister. Minister of Finance pledges continuity of economic reforms in Nigeria. Kwara Governor hails pupils' performance at Zimbabwe's Spelling Bee. Israel Prime Minister treated for earlier stage prostate cancer. Brent crude falls below $100 in hopes of fresh Iran peace talks. Actor Don Richard dismisses viral death report. Lastly, from the world of sport, former Super Eagles striker Mikel Enenama dies in training. Do you know segments today? Do you know on this day, 2007, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu appeared before the Code of Conduct Tribunal in Abuja on allegations that he operated 10 foreign accounts while in office as the governor of Lagos State between 1999 and 2007. For information and happenings around you, kindly contact Diamond FM Newsroom on this number 0916 062 7526. The news across the world was edited by Abiodun Akinomi, and I am Precious AFOLABI. Many thanks for listening to your shining supreme station. Please do note, by 5:30, Yoruba interpretations of the news will be coming on board. Many thanks for listening.
Listening to the music, to the sounds, to the
Diamond FM
88.7 FM.